Hello, I'm Dr. Tsoi, the artist, and the artist use art for healing and use as medicine and to help physically, mentally, and spiritually. So here, first we're going to talk about this painting. This painting is acrylic and canvas and with oil paint. So they call mixed. So the size of this painting is 12 by 12. And so basically, how I try to do is I use yin and yang and the five elements of color and to create art. So that's a part of the universe. And as my profession and also my theory and philosophy, and I constantly search for balance, constantly search for healing, and so we realize these paintings as a person, as a society, all part of the universe. So we really have to be balanced. We cannot out of balance. So if anything too extreme, so we need come back and forth a little bit to try to find the balance in the middle. So here, these paintings, you can see we use the line. The lines, the black line I use so with the oil, so they move around. So that's more you start realize the lines is all constantly connected. So that's the purpose of creating art, and also like a Chinese acupuncture meridians. So it's control your whole body, all connected. So the paintings I create, the art, so it's all connected, and also it's just like a part of the universe. They are all connected. So then that's with lines as a movements that's created by the artist as me, and to do that, that is more related with the yen. And then we use the water mixed with acrylic, and to make it into Poland canvas and move around. And they have unexpected happen, and so paintings is expected, that's yen, and unexpected, that's yin. So a lot of things you cannot out of yin and yang. So that's why with the painting, you need to create with yin and yang. So this is the painting I'm going to talk about. If you have any questions, you can email to me. I can explain to you more detail. And so here are the second things we're going to talk about. So that's the arts movements, arts healing movements, or they call arts medicine movements. I try to use arts to not only helping physically, mentally, and spiritually. So one patient, one people at a time. So in the long run, they probably can help the whole society if most people balanced and almost everybody balanced. So that is good for the society is balanced. So so you may have a question said why art can make people sick or make people healthy. Of course, when you balanced, you're happier. You eat right. You do the right things. You have a better life and you balance life. And sometimes not necessary about the money. So it's about what you think and what you try to do. And paintings, so we create it. So try to balance the viewer. First, balance myself. So as art, so the balance artist, they usually create art, so pretty balanced. Of course, once a while they are out of balance. So basically, have I try to put three group of artists. One group they are very crazy and nervous, anxious all the time, and never cannot relax. So they could be physically sick, and of course mentally and sick, and spiritually sick too. Of course, when they do create art, so they're searching for balance. So they may not go to take chemicals or take medicines or take herbs or do acupuncture to try to balance. They may going to use art to create art, to make art to balance. So so that's why they create some art, and usually these kind of artists they create art is very creepy, very dull, and the color they mostly use is more blue, and a very sad color, and they want to use this color to make art. They can some places they can hide, and that's why they create this kind of art. So if they're too depressed, but this is when they create that, so definitely it's good for the artist balance, because they are so anxious. They need that kind of corner to hide, and but unfortunately they try to put in the gallery or museum or even try to show the people, and the people who are reviewer try to collect the art, so they can bring home. Initially they may have similar condition and crazy whatever the reason, and they really enjoy it. They bought it, they bring it home, they hang it at home, and for a while, but they don't realize their physical condition be changed. They may have a better life. The husband and wife get along better. So then suddenly the paintings so it's not match with their system anymore. So then they start very depressed, and sometimes they can make a very suicidal. So that's why you have to be careful. The painting can be very powerful because you living with art, you review with them, and you cannot necessarily to control yourself, because it's just like music, like medicine, like herbs, like chemicals, so they control you out of balance. So that in that sense, so you have to, if the collectors or reviewers is very balanced, so you have to be more careful. So not only just because his name is well known and you want to collect their work, and or you can make money on it, whatever the reason. So, but the art is, if it's not matched with you, so they definitely can make you sick. So then the opposite, because we don't have enough time, so we maybe going to talk about the other condition. So that's different. That's the people who are depressed, the artists. So what's the art they create? Then they, of course, the artist is balanced like me, pretty balanced. I have to create art. I have a balanced life, physically fit, healthy, and eat right, and have a happy life, a happy family, and my wife, my friends, and my sister, brothers. We get along well. So that's why I see this is physically, mentally balanced. So then they bring different levels, so they are spiritually help you to balance. So that's why this is my art. If you collect most of my art is pretty balanced. Of course, once a while, maybe the art is just a couple hours or a couple days. The art create maybe a little crazy or a little depressed, balance. So that's just can happen. But then that's the situation. So we talk more and hopefully enjoy my artwork. And if you have friends interested in my work, tell them to email to me too. And you can email to my site to your friends too. So we can talk more. If you like to collect my work, and just send a comment and tell me what you want to pay, then we can talk about it. Then you can collect my work too. Thank you for watching. If we run off the time. Thank you. Bye.